Hey, what's going on? Tyler here. Today I wanted to talk to you about how to lose weight without counting calories. You know, if you look on any type of social media, you'll see these fitness influencers either following intermittent fasting, keto, paleo diet, iifym, any type of diet that they could use to sell you to buy their program. And honestly, they all work, but for most people, it's not realistic. You know, everyone I've trained, I've gotten results without following any of those methods. And the way I teach it is a way to kind of keep it simpler that you could use for the rest of your life without driving yourself crazy of, typing in every single ounce of food that you eat into an app, or depriving yourself from ice cream because, you want to drop 3 ounces of water weight. Honestly, that's just not realistic for most people, and that's not the way I teach health and fitness. So hopefully this resonates with you, and hopefully this is something that you could follow and something that is simple for you to maintain for the rest of your life. So I'm going to try to keep it as quick and simple as possible. So the first step is to go off your hand size. So generally, the bigger you are, the bigger your hands are. So a 300-pound man is obviously going to have bigger hands than a 110-pound female. So with that, each food group is separated into a different hand size, which I'm going to explain right now. So take, for example, protein. Protein is the number one thing you want to get in your diet. A lot of people don't get enough of it. Probably, I'd say 99% of people don't get enough protein. But you don't really even need as much as you think, or that you see in the magazines or read online. So protein-wise, you want to keep that to a palm-sized portion, all right, or about the size of a deck of cards. So protein is going to help you to build muscle and feel fuller longer because it's pretty satiating calorie or nutrient. So protein-wise, you want to stick with lean cuts of protein, such as chicken, lean red meat like steak, lean ground beef, ground turkey, eggs, even though they're not the leanest, pork, any type of fish is good. And try to stay away from the fattier cuts of protein like ribeyes, any type of fried chicken, even though it tastes good. I've had people eat chicken wings and they act surprised when I tell them that's not a good source of protein. Come on, it's a chicken wing. But anyway, with the protein, like I said, you want to keep it to about a palm-sized portion at each of your main meals. So I count main meals as breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if you can get that palm-sized portion, you're going to be good. You're going to provide your body with plenty of amino acids to help rebuild that muscle that you broke down during your workouts. All right. Nutrient number 2 is vegetables. So it doesn't matter what veggie you like. They're all the same. No one ever got fat from eating too many veggies. So this is the biggest size portion on your plate. So for this one, I suggest a fist-size portion on your plate. So that works out to about a little over a cup and a half worth if you were to measure it out. So fill out most of your plate with veggies. They could be cooked, they could be sauteed, they could be put in the oven, they could be frozen veggies, canned veggies, fresh veggies. Any type of veggie is good. It's going to give your body a lot of different vitamins and nutrients and help fill you up because you get a lot of volume for a little bit of calories. So look at a giant salad. That's enough to kind of fill up your stomach with a lot of volume of food, but it's only a little bit of calories because it's all basically vegetables. It's when you start to add in the bacon bits, the creamy dressing, the seeds, and all that junk on your salad that it turns bad. All right, so that's number 2, is with the veggies, about a fist-sized portion at each meal. And if you're feeling like that's not really filling you up, bump it up to 2 fist-sized portions. All right? And at the end of the video, I'll explain quickly between males and females of how many portions you should have at each meal. But just for now, just go off 1. All right? And the final macronutrient is carbs. Now, carbs get a bad rap in today's world, and it's not like carbs are bad, it's the type of carbs that people are eating. It's the processed shit like cupcakes, cookies, Pop-Tarts, all the good stuff, right? So you want to try to cut as much of that processed stuff out of your diet. And that alone is going to save you a lot of calories. It's going to save you from a lot of chemicals and all that garbage. So try to cut out as many processed carbs as possible and keep as many one ingredient carbs as possible. So that looks like potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice, quinoa, oatmeal. They're all good one ingredient options. And by one ingredient, I mean literally the only ingredient in a potato is a potato, compared to like a potato chip, which has different chemicals and stuff to keep it fresh and things like that. So portion size for that, you want to keep that to about a cupped handful or a half cup if you were to measure it out. So that's going to give you a little bit of extra fiber. It's going to give you a little bit of energy for your workouts, a little bit of glucose for your brain. I know all the keto people are saying, oh, carbs, inflammation, blah, blah, blah. But it's not going to kill you. Carbs, they're not the worst thing to eat. It's, like I said, the processed carbs that are going to get you. So overall, to recap, you want a palm-sized portion of protein at each meal, fistful of veggies, and a half-cupped handful of carbs. All right? So usually 1-1-1 is enough for women, and for men, I like to double it. So you could go 2 palm-sized portions of protein, 2 fistfuls of veggies, and 2 cupped handfuls of carbs. And play around with it for a few weeks. If you find that you're not losing weight after maybe 4 to 5 weeks, just drop the portion sizes just a bit. Maybe cut out a portion of carbs at dinner, or maybe increase your activity a little bit. I don't like to cut calories too low because it starts to drive you crazy. So I think increasing activity is one good thing, even though it's not diet related. That could be a topic for another video. But like I said, start with 1 serving of protein, 1 of veggies, and 1 of carbs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if you're hungry in between, you could snack on some fruit, apples, berries. They're all good things to eat that are low calorie. Give you a little bit of fiber, help fill you up. Veggie slices like baby carrots, sliced peppers. You could dip in some hummus, stuff like that. Just kind of things to hold you over between your main meals. But yeah, generally, those 3 main meals, they should be big enough if you go off those portion sizes to help keep you full into the next meal. All right? And if you want, I could do another video on how many meals per day is optimal. It's probably not what you think, but that's a topic for another day. So if you have any questions, leave a comment below. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.